Hi, this is Marlene Dean. Thank you for listening to my presentation today on the Ballad of Naomi Wise. Now, evidence exists in lyrics, literature, and recordings that the 200-year-old, nationally and globally known, the Ballad of Naomi Wise, has its origins in Randolph County, North Carolina. Now, your very first handout has one version of Naomi Wise that you can find on Mudcat Cafe, and in this version you get the main ideas of the ballad. Naomi Wise and Jonathan Lewis were lovers. Naomi became pregnant and Jonathan drowned her in a river. Prior to this ballad being available on audio recordings, it still enjoyed national exposure, and in fact a lady by the name of Olive Dame Campbell was the first to enter the Appalachian Mountains to capture both the lyrics and the musical notation of old mountain ballads. And in her collection is a version called Poor Naomi Wise that she found in Kentucky in 1909. Now, this version of the ballad with the advent of audio recordings includes a collection called People Take Warning, Murder Ballads and Disaster Songs, and it contains a version of Naomi Wise that was recorded between 1913 and 1938. And Bob Dylan has a version that he recorded in the 1960s. Doc Watson has several recordings. Secret, Profane, and Sugarcane has one called What Lewis Did Last Night, and that was made by Elvis Costello, just released in June 2009. Now, Randolph County, North Carolina hints are in the lyrics of various versions, such as the one you just saw from Mudcat Cafe. Deep River is mentioned by name, and Deep River is in Randolph County, and it's mentioned by name on the version you have just seen. It's also in Poor Naomi Wise, found in the Viking Book of Folk Ballads. Deep Waters, and that's what I think that Deep River changed to over the years, is the term used in Bob Dylan's version. And in Naomi Wise, that's found on the website Remembering the Old Songs. Adam Spring in Randolph County is mentioned by name in Bob Dylan's version, and in the version found in the Heritage Book of Folk Ballads. Mill Dam, and the Mill Dam was found in the actual river there in Randolph County. It's mentioned in Naomi Wise, and that's from the website Remembering the Old Songs. In Poor Naomi Wise, found in the Viking Book of Folk Ballads, and in the lyrics of the version found in the book Magical Corpses, Ballads, Intertextuality, and the Discovery of Murder, and in the version found in the Heritage Book of Folk Ballads. Now, you have a slide of a photograph from the Victorian era of the dam there called Naomi Falls there in Randolph County. Now, Randolph County links to the Ballad of Naomi Wise are found in literature. Written by one of Naomi Wise's contemporaries, a lady by the name of Mary Woody wrote a true account of Naomi Wise, and she specifically mentions by name Randolph County, the Adams family, Deep River, and the Mill Dam. Written in this current century, we have the books called Stories from the Deep River, and in it claims that Naomi Wise lived in Randolph County and was drowned in the Deep River, and states that Jonathan Lewis worked in Asheboro and had to travel the road that passed by Naomi's home with the Adams family in New Salem. The book Murder Legends of Central North Carolina mentions that a rock in the Deep River at the spot where Naomi was pulled from the river is still called Poor Naomi's Cooling Board to this day. Now, written this year by current Randolph County, North Carolina historian in the website entitled Notes on the History of Randolph County, North Carolina, mentions that this is America's oldest murder ballad, and that Naomi's tombstone is still located in the graveyard of Providence Friends Meeting, and that's west of New Salem. And you have a copy on one of your slides of the photograph of her tombstone there in Randolph County. Now, the website says that the standard version of this tale is Braxton Craven's 1851 narrative, Naomi Wise, or The Wrongs of a Beautiful Girl. And in it, Craven mentions Adam Spring, Deep River, the Mill Dam, and says that Jonathan Lewis was raised in an area called Polecat Creek there in Randolph County. And the website says that Adam Spring is near the New Salem Road in Randolph County, and you have a photograph there on one of your handouts of that location. The website also offers us the copy of Jonathan Lewis, the expenses for arresting and holding him, and these were submitted to Randolph County Superior Court in 1810. The map that you have as your last handout, if you will look to the north, you will see Polecat Creek. Slightly to the south of that location, you will see New Salem. A little further south, you'll see Deep River running through, and in the center of the map, you'll see Asheboro. Now, inaccurate lyrics have occurred from constant retelling and from having not been written down, and this led to original location obscurity. The website Atwater Donnelly has a version with the line, "He told her to meet him at the Hellington Spring." Well, that's changed over the years from Adams's Spring. And the website also tells of a lady that they know that's seen Naomi's grave in West Virginia. So over the years, the original location has been lost. The Ballad of Naomi Wise was born of a murder that occurred in Randolph County, North Carolina. While time and retelling may have obscured the ballad's origins, they can be discovered by careful analysis of several versions of the ballad that's available in audio recordings, literature, the World Wide Web, and on maps of the period. 200 years ago, Jonathan Lewis tried to silence his pregnant lover, Naomi Wise, by drowning her in a river. Ironically, she has been able to continue to speak throughout the nation and possibly the world ever since. Does anybody have any questions?
If I wanted to visit these sites, what town in Randolph County, North Carolina would I visit?
All the sites are in or around Randleman.
Does the town of Randleman claim the Ballad of Naomi Wise originated there?
Yes, her name appears on buildings and on streets there, and for many years the local high school actually put on play there on the banks of the Deep River. Thank you, and bye-bye.